Hey,
Hi.
there he goes, ladies and gentlemen.
Obie.
Keith Urban.
The one and
Hi,
only,
Chloe.
the legend.
Slater.
Good morning.
Hi.
So,
How's
how are
Orlando?
you?
Orlando good?
Yeah, I know that's an odd question to ask because you've got so much going on right now. But really quick, before we get into the album that you're releasing and your health and everything like that, like where are you right now? Like, paint for us the picture as to where you are, Keith.
I'm in Nashville, and really, really excited that this record's finally coming out because we've been working on it quite a bit since June. We really started it in June last year and recorded bits and pieces across, basically 5 months. So I was touring last year. I was touring the High and Live tour.
Yeah.
And every little break we had in between touring, I'd be back into this studio that I bought in Nashville, and we'd assemble our little yacht rock session band, and we'd record a few more tracks. And this album just kept kind of organically growing and growing.
So, Keith, did you have to ask for a blessing? Like, did you ask for a blessing from the artist before you covered their songs?
I reached out to a lot of them I didn't know anybody, but I got to meet David Pack, who was the lead singer of Ambrosia. Michael McDonald I got to meet, which is how he ended up featuring on a song called We Go Back. I got to make contact with Stephen Bishop on a song called On and On. So bit by bit, I got to reach out to a lot of these really legend artists that I'd never met before.
On again with Keith Urban. I grew up, and Obie too, like loving yacht rock, and everything that the 80s would have been completely different without that. Have you found you've had to educate people that didn't grow up with it what it is? Because I was talking to a friend, and they thought yacht rock was just songs that were about yachts.
No, it really is a state of mind, And
I like that.
That's sort of what it's about. And even when this record was so organic because I just bought this studio. I wanted to record something, and I was about to hit the road. So I called Dan Huff, who's produced a lot of records with me, and I said, "Hey, how about we just do like a couple of yacht rock songs just for fun, just to break the studio in, put a band together, recorded 2 songs on the first day." And we all kind of looked at each other after we'd recorded it, and we're like, boy, this feels really good. Maybe we should do a couple more.
That's
and
great.
So I thought, well, maybe it's going to be an EP. Like none of it was premeditated. It was just playing music for the sheer fun of making music. And it just kept growing and growing. And before we knew it, we ended up with a whole album.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we talked about on the show how there was a line, and I'm probably going to say it wrong, but it had to do with yachts and Lainey Wilson of, hey, if you're exhausted because of tour, nobody's going to care about you crying on a yacht.
No whining on the yacht. No whining on the yacht.
Yeah, no whining on the yacht. I love that. I don't own a yacht, but none of my friends want to hear me whine no matter where I am, not even on a John boat.
Right. No, it's definitely an expression of being ungrateful, right?
Hey,
Yeah.
Keith, let me ask you a question. After you wrap up a song, you're all done with it. Who's the first person who gets to listen to it?
Well, I mean, obviously, again, this record wasn't a typical thing where it's not like here's a bunch of original songs and what do you guys think of this and all the rest of it. It was just. I mean, I don't mean to, no pun intended, but it was flowing, right? It just had its own flow, and I just kept following that, and the vibe felt really good. And I'm just as surprised as anybody else that I've ended up with a Yacht Rock Covers album with, lo and behold, the very first song that's going to come off it is the only original on the record, and this is a song called We Go Back.
Yeah.
And we wrote this song back in 2020, and I said to my co-writers, this is in 2020. I'm like, let's write a yacht rock song. That'd be fun. And so we wrote the song called We Go Back. When we got to the chorus, I said, let's imagine Michael McDonald singing this chorus. And so we wrote the song imagining Michael.
That's cool.
Singing it, never in a million years, thinking 6 years later I'd actually get to record
That's
it
cool.
on
Yeah.
an album and have Michael McDonald sing the chorus.
Man.
That's amazing.
So we don't have
Yeah.
a release date yet of the full album sometime this summer. Can you tell me at least, are you going to stagger? Because I know on the 29th you have 2 tracks. Are you going to try to do that, releasing a couple every week?
I don't know how we're going to do that right now. I know we're going to play some underplay shows, smaller venues, and
Okay.
play the album top to bottom live. And I'm really, really looking forward to that. I've never done anything like this before.
That's amazing. Keith, what's the coolest part about being you today?
I get to play music for a living. It's about as cool as it gets, man. I feel
Amen,
very,
bro.
very blessed. Very, very blessed.
Well, thank you for your talents and skills, man. We'll continue to push everything that you put out, man. It's gold.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you. Take care, Keith.
Thanks, later. Thanks, Chloe.
You
See
got
you,
it.
Obie.
See him.
Bye.